Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Steenburgen and our best friend Rose, and we're here for Reading with Rose. Today's story is one that I'm super excited about because it is very similar to a story we read in the beginning of the year. So I want you guys to think back, use your hippocampus to remember a story we read in the beginning of the year called The Three Little Pigs. Do you remember that story? Excellent. So this story, you may have heard it before, but it's a little bit different. So while we're listening to this story, I want you to be thinking of things that are the same about the two stories and things that are different about the two stories. All right. So today's story is called The Three Little Superpigs Once Upon a Time. The Three Little Superpigs Once Upon a Time. Oh, I forgot. The author is Claire Evans. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They dreamed of becoming superheroes. In fact, they were so obsessed that their family house became cluttered with all of their superhero collections. So one day, Mother Pig told her little superheroes it was time to find their own homes, and she waved goodbye. They walked for hours, crossing dangerous rivers and climbing steep cliffs. Until finally, they arrived at their destination, Fairyland. After an exhausting trip, I'm getting tired just reading about it, the pigs decided to set up camp for the night and build their new homes in the morning. Welcome to Fairyland. While toasting marshmallows in their superhero costumes, the pigs met a new friend, Little Red Riding Hood. She warned them about the big bad wolf who'd been terrorizing Fairyland. Danger, beware of the big bad wolf. The wolf had kidnapped Mary's little lamb and stolen sheep's clothing. He'd even been disguising himself as different grandmas and stolen their clothing. The pigs were warned to be on their guard. The next morning, two of the pigs were desperate to play superheroes with their new friends, so they built their houses as quickly as possible. The first little pig chose straw to build his house, and he gathered all he could find. The second little pig chose to build his house out of sticks, and he collected them from high and low. And in no time at all, their new homes were ready. While his two brothers were having fun, the third little pig was patiently building his house out of bricks. Patiently, we had that word for our character word. That means to wait calmly. So he worked, and even though it wasn't done super quickly like his other brothers, he waited calmly. He wanted to make sure it was strong and sturdy, so he worked very hard. Finally, all three houses were ready, and the pigs were very happy in their new homes. Suddenly, the first little pig was startled by a terrible growl outside his window. It was the big bad wolf. Little pig, let me come in, he cried. How do you think this pig might be feeling right now? By the look on his face. Not by the hair on my chin, squealed the panicked pig. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, growled the wolf. Whoosh! And with one puff, he blew the house in. The first little pig ran for cover to his brother's house of sticks. Little pigs, let me come in, bellowed the wolf. Not by the hairs on our chins, cried the pigs. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So he huffed and he puffed, and whoosh, he blew the stick house in. Dodging the flying sticks and falling debris, the two little pigs ran as quickly as they could to their brother's house of bricks, narrowly escaping the nasty wolf, who was getting very angry and very hungry. Little pigs, let me come in, demanded the wolf. Not by the hairs on our chins, the pigs replied. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, screamed the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, but the brick house would not blow in. The wolf was furious. Suddenly, the pigs were startled by a loud chain clanging noise from outside. The cunning big bad wolf had made another plan to climb onto the roof and sneak down the chimney. Two of the pigs started to panic, but the third little pig had a super plan. He had been boiling a pan of water on the fire all along. How to boil a wolf. So as the wolf came hurtling down the chimney, he fell bottom first into the bubbling hot pan. With a piercing shriek, he jumped out of the water and straight into the pig's net. The big bad wolf was defeated. The pigs waved goodbye to the silly old wolf as he was carted off to prison. With fairyland safe at last, the pigs' dreams of becoming real superheroes had finally come true, as the whole town cheered their special new name. Hooray for the 3 little Superpigs! And then there's the wolf. The end. That's a fun story. So remember, share with someone at home what are some things that you notice that are the same and that are different between this story and the one we learned or read about in the beginning of the school year. Alrighty, I miss you guys so much, and I will see you for the next episode of Reading with Rose. Bye, boys and girls.